Hello. Today we are going to do LST CLAT 2026 quantitative tactics. We have picked up a set of CLAT and let's solve the questions and see what kind of sets you can get. Okay. There are 5 questions based on that set, and what does it say? There are 7,200 students in a coaching center. The ratio of boys to girls is 7:5, respectively. All the students are enrolled in 6 coaching classes and following. Okay, so these are the information are given. So basically, there are 6 exams, basically IBPS, SSC, RBI, Railway, LIC, and SBI. Okay, and other information is given to us in terms of percentage. So let's solve this. Okay, so what is the first thing that we are going to do? So the total number of students, if I am going to say, that is going to be 7,200. Okay, the number of boys to girls is in the ratio of 7:5, means number of boys are going to be 7 by 12 of 7,200. So number of boys are going to be 4,200 and number of girls are going to be remaining, that is 3,000. So basically this is the statement that is given to us and we have used it. Okay, so I am going to cross it. And why I'm crossing it? Because when I'm crossing it, it means I've used that statement. I don't need this statement any further. All the students are enrolled in 6 different coaching classes and exam names are given. So we have already made the table accordingly, so I don't care much about it. Okay. 22% of total number of students are enrolled for LIC. So for LIC, the total number of students that are enrolled are 22% of total. So 22% of 7,200 is going to be, so how we are going to calculate 22% of this? So that is going to be 20% of 7,200. So 20% is 1/5. 1/5 is going to be 1,440, right? So 1/5 is going to be 1,440 plus 2%. 2% is going to be 1/10 of this, that is 144. So value comes out to be LIC is going to be 1584, and that's how we can calculate this value. So this comes out to be LIC number of people. Okay. So we have also used this value of LIC bar. Okay, 16% of the girls enrolled for SSC. So the total number of girls are 3,000, and 15%, 16% are girls are enrolled in SSC. So 16% of 3,000 is going to be 480. So this value comes out to be 480. Okay, so that is also used. 18% of boys are enrolled for RBI. So for 18% is going to be what? Of 4,200, because boys are 4,200. So basically 18%, how I'm going to calculate 18%? So 20% of 4,200 comes out to be, that is 840, and 2% is going to be minus 84. So this comes out to be 756 boys are enrolled in RBI, and that's what that is given to us. Okay. The number of girls enrolled in SBI is 30% of girls enrolled in SSC. Okay. So in SSC, the number of girls are 480. In SBI, the number of girls is 30% of this. So 10% of 480 is 48. So 3 times 10% will give me 30%. So 48 into 3 will give me 144. So this is what we are getting. So we have got this statement as well. We have used it. Now we don't need this statement any further. 15% of boys are enrolled in IPPS. So 10% is 420, 5% is 210. So 15% is going to be 630. Okay. Okay. So 15% of boys are enrolled for IBPS. The number of boys enrolled for SSC is 50% of the girls. Okay, so in SSC, girls are 480 and boys are 50%. 50% of 480 is going to be 240. So from here, I'm going to get total number of students enrolled for SSC is 720. Okay. Okay, so this is also done. 15% of girls are enrolled for railway. So 15% is going to be 450. Okay, so that's also used. Okay, okay. The ratio of boys and girls enrolled uh, for the SBI is 3:1. Means if girl is 1, then boys are 3. It means if girls are 144, then boys should be 3 times this, and that is going to be 430. So what are the total number of students? That is going to be 675. So 576 are total number of students for SBI. Okay. So I got 3 total values. If I get 2 more, then I can get 6th value automatically because sum is constant, that is 7200. So this is also used. Now 24% of the total number of students are enrolled for IBPS. Okay. So for IBPS, 24% of total number. Okay. So 20% of this is what? 1440. 2% is 144 plus 2% means fair. Again I am going to add 144. What I am going to get? I am going to get 1728. So total number of students in IBPS is going to be 1728. Number of boys are 630. What is the number of girls? That is going to be 1098. This minus this will give me number of girls. Okay. Okay. So this statement is also used. The ratio of boys to girls enrolled for railways is 12:5. Okay. So girls are 5x and boys are 12x for railways. So boys are 5x and 5x is equal to what? 450. So x comes out to be 90. So 12 into 90 is going to be 1080. So this value comes out to be 1530. Okay. Okay. So if this value is 1530 and sum of all these values should be equal to 7200, then how I'm going to get this value? So 7200 minus all these values and you are going to get a 1062. So basically I got this value and from here I can get number of this in railways RBI, that is going to be 306. Okay. Now I'm going to add up all the values. Then I'm going to get values in LIC, that is going to be 1062 because sum of all numbers should be equal to 4200. Now what is the last value that I'm going to get? That is equal to 522. I can do this plus this should be equal to this. So I got all the numbers. Okay. Now I am going to solve every question what question is asking. So what is the total number of students enrolled for RBI? So for RBI, total number of students who are enrolled are 1062 and that is my option B. That's it. So we got the answer, that is option B. What is the total number of girls enrolled in IBPS and LIC together? So I need girls in IBPS and LIC. So IBPS and LIC is going to be, so it is going to be close to 1100, it is close to 500, so it is going to be close to 1600 and there is only one option in 1600, so that's going to be option D. Okay. Now next one. What is the difference between number of students enrolled for railway and SBI? Okay. So the difference between number of students, it's not talking about male or female or boys or girls, it is talking about the total difference. Railway and SBI. So railway is what? 1530, SBI is 576. So value comes out to be 954. So 954 and that's the answer. So I got the answer as option C. Okay. What is the respective ratio between number of boys enrolled for IBPS and railway? So this time we are not talking about IBPS and railway total. We are talking about IBPS boys and railway boys. So this ratio comes out to be 630 is to 1080. Okay. So it is going to be 630 upon 1080. Now if you see 63 is a multiple of 7 and in the numerator there is only one option, that is multiple of 7. So that gives me our answer, that is option B. Okay. Now let's see one more question. What does it say? Is the total number of students enrolled for railway form approximately what percent of the total number of students of a coaching institute. Okay. Okay. So railways, what percent of total? Okay. Now try to understand. If you remember, the question said that LIC is 22%. And this value is very close to 22%, but lesser than this. So my answer should be less than, a little less than 22%. Is there any option that is little less than 22%? That is only option A. So my answer of this question is going to be option A. I got the answer. So with this, we conclude this set. If anyone has any doubt, kindly drop a message in the comment section. And thank you.